Hey there, Regina Andler here, and it is time for Tips and Tricks Tuesday. This week, I want to give you all a few tips for busy people. I mean, seriously, do you have enough time in the day to get everything done that you want to get done? I'm guessing chances are pretty good the answer to that is no. It's the biggest complaint I hear all the time is I don't have enough time to get it all done. Here's a few time-saving tips. Now I'm going to preface this by saying there's actually a lot of time-saving tips. I'm just going to give you a few tips to get you started on saving some time. Implement a few of these, and then we can go from there, okay? So, I mean, as a business owner, your most valuable asset is your time, right? So, the first thing you want to do, and the first tip, is prioritize all of your tasks. You have so many things to do. Our minds go into that overwhelm because there's too many things to do. You know what? Overwhelm just means that you're overflowing with information, whether it's information or tasks or all the things you have to do, whatever it is. That overwhelm is just meaning that you're overflowing. And so prioritize what is the most important. What are the things on your to-do list that you want to get done today? I've mentioned sticky notes in the past. I have them all over the place. I use them constantly. And I use them for my to-do list. And I put a task on each sticky note and I put it up where I can see it and I take it off when I'm done. I prioritize those notes so that the ones that I know are the ones that I need to get done today are right front and center so that I do those first. They're right in my line of sight as I'm looking at my monitor. Literally, I use the sticky notes because I can stick them to my monitor. And so they are right in front of me. So, the next thing to do is that when you have all of those tasks and you figure out and prioritize all those tasks, tip number 2 is what are the ones that you actually have to do? Do you really have to do all of them? Or can you delegate some of those tasks to somebody else? I mean, whether or not it is a employee, a VA, or somebody you're bartering with, somebody who can just help you out. If you're a solopreneur, you work from home, maybe you have a spouse or a significant other that is with you that is happy to lend a hand and help you out with some of the tasks you need to get done that are not as the important things that you need to focus on as the business owner. So when you get those tasks together and you prioritize them, look at them again and decide which ones can you delegate. You delegate them out, you don't do them, you just saved yourself some time, right? Now, the next one is there's so many tools out there to help make you more productive. There's calendars, there's apps, there's project management tools, there's all this kind of stuff. Time tracking software to know where you're using all the time. Here's the thing. Sometimes actually thinking about all those tools that are out there can be a time distractor in and of itself. So if you know someone who's using some tools, you can go out on social media and just say, I'm looking for a tool to do this, tool to manage my projects, a tool to manage my VAs, a tool to make my life easier and schedule my to-do list. You can go out and find these tools, ask other people what they're using instead of you going out and spending hours. I can tell you right now, there's a whole bunch of people out there that have already been through that and already spent all the time. So why do it over again? Just ask people, hey, what are your favorite tools that you're using for more productivity to make your life easier? And then, if you want, use those tools. If it's a tool that's really difficult to use, you may not want to go there because now you got to spend all that time to learn how to use it. Pick the ones that are simple, pick the ones that are cost effective, and use them as needed in your business and in your day. Now, the next thing is that distractions. I mean, not sure how my cell phone is currently on its charger, so it's over there. Cell phones, people walking into your office, bells going off, anything that distracts you is a time waster. So, and we have them all over the place. I mean, I know I got a self-proclaimed ADD brain. I see the shiny things. I work in my home office. I have a balcony right out next to me, and the birds come out there all the time. And as soon as I hear a bird out in the balcony, my brain automatically looks over and I start looking for the bird. It's just one of those things. If you have a bunch of distractions that are pulling you away from what it is you're supposed to be doing, get rid of the distractions. In my case, if I needed to get rid of that, I would move my office someplace where I don't have the balcony and I'm listening to the birds. For me, it's an accepted distraction. I actually use it to actually regain some of my sanity during the day. However, if you have distractions that are really making you lose focus, then figure out what those distractions are and how you can remove them from your area so you can get done what you need to get done. One of the other things that I tell people time management is set some boundaries around your time. We only have the capacity to pay attention for so long. And then we automatically lose focus, whether we want to or not. We're going to lose focus after so long. Some say it's 20 minutes, some say it's 45 minutes. Pretty much everybody agrees that 45 minutes is kind of the max if you look at all the studies that are out there. So I tell people, get yourself a timer. I tell people, don't use your cell phone because your cell phone then is in front of you. And if somebody calls you, somebody texts you, now you've got that distraction. So while there is a timer on your phone, I suggest that you get a really simple kitchen timer. So I have this. It's a little magnet. It goes right on my file cabinet over here. And what I do is I set it. I usually set it for a 40-minute time frame. And then at that 40 minutes, no matter where I am and what I'm doing, I stop and I take a break. And I take a break for anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes, regroup, give my brain a break, and then refocus and get right back into whatever it is that I was doing. What does that do? That actually, some people say, well, taking a break, doesn't that waste time? No, it doesn't, because we spend so much time focusing. If you're at your desk for too long and your brain starts going off because you've been there way more than 40 minutes, you've been there for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, sitting there working, and not taking a break, you're getting less and less and less and less productive. So taking those breaks is actually good for your productivity. So set that timer for whatever makes sense for you. Different people have different time frames. It might be 20 minutes, it might be 40 minutes. I know people who can work for an hour and they say the hour is their time limit, and after an hour they start losing focus. Figure out for you what that time frame is and set yourself a timer and then go take a break. It's really about streamlining your work, what it is you're doing, and getting rid of all the unnecessary chatter and steps to allow you to save yourself time during the day and get the most important things done. Remember, you're the CEO. You're sitting in the CEO chair. What would the CEO be doing? Would the CEO be doing little menial tasks that can be delegated? Or would they be wasting time maybe on social media or other distractions that pop in? You hear your email ding, you hear a social media notification come in, that dings on your computer. Those are all distractions. Pay attention to what is going on in your environment around you, and you can save yourself so much time. I mean, the bottom line is it is critical as a business owner to manage your time. As you manage your time and are more effective at managing your time, that overwhelm just kind of goes away because you're not overwhelmed anymore because you've got a better time management system in place. So that's what I have for you this week. Put some of these tips and tricks into motion for yourself this week, and then start to add more. Like I said, there's hundreds of time management, time saving tips that we could throw in here. We want to just start with a few, implement those, and then move forward from there. We'll see you next week on Tips and Tricks Tuesday. Bye for now.